Maxon OD808 is probably a pedal that doesn't need much introduction, if any at all. In fact, some of you are probably watching this video right now and saying, hey, the pedal looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? And we'll get onto that in just a minute, but before we do, I want to give credit where credit's due and thank Mario from the Shane Starr Guitars and Gear Reverb store for practically helping coordinate this entire video. He reached out to me, he said, hey, do you want to check out a pedal from Maxon? I said, of course. And I chose the Overdrive because I feel like that's Maxon's bread and butter. Again, we'll get into why that is in just a minute here. But like I said, just want to give credit where credit's due. Thank you so much, Mario. I'm going to leave a link to his Reverb store down in the description. It's not an affiliate link, so I'm not making any money off any sales that you get from him. It's just me passing along good information for a good business. There's also another link down there for more information on Maxon pedals if you want to check out some of the other effects they offer, because they offer a lot, trust me. And if you just want to explore the brand a little bit more. So Maxon have a lot of historical significance in the guitar pedal realm, if you will. So think for a minute. What is the most popular overdrive pedal probably ever in the world to ever exist? It's the Ibanez Tube Screamer, right? And that goes back to my earlier point about why this pedal looks so familiar, because you probably thought, hey, it looks like the Ibanez Tube Screamer. Well, fun fact, Maxon actually designed and was ghost building the Tube Screamers for Ibanez way back in the day. So those two significant Tube Screamers that you know, the 808, which is the original, and then Ibanez's TS9 circuit, the OD9, were actually designed and built by Maxon. So Maxon offers both of those in their Maxon branded line of pedals because of the success that they had building them for Ibanez. And this pedal here obviously is the 808, so it's that original circuit. It's more of that vintagey, warm kind of overdrive. And as you heard from the demo at the beginning of this video, it's an absolutely amazing pedal. There's a reason that this pedal and the ones from Ibanez are pretty much the gold standard of overdrives. So Maxon pedals are made in Japan, and as we all know, Japanese gear is right up at the top of some of the best quality gear that you can get. Maxon doesn't just have the overdrive, they've got 20 plus other effects that you can choose from. They've got distortions, they've got plays on the overdrive, so overdrive plus, not really a name of a pedal, but you get my point. They've got phasers, flangers, delays, fuzz, all kind of stuff. It runs the gambit. Again, check that link in the description, make sure you go check out the full array of Maxon pedals. And this is a pivotal time for Maxon here in the US because for a long time, product availability, it just wasn't a thing for Maxon. But if you've been looking for the new Maxon pedals and you've been eyeing one for a minute and you want to get your hands on one, hey, again, Shane Starr Guitars and Gear has you covered. Reverb link in the description. So now let's take a closer look at the pedal itself. Again, this is the OD808 by Maxon. It's the overdrive we all know and love, made by the company that designed the circuit, and it couldn't be more simple to use. Now, before we get on to functionality, I want to talk about the build quality of this thing, because this thing, you've heard it a million times on a million other videos, but this thing is built like a tank. On the topic of tanks, it could probably be used as a deadly weapon if you really wanted to, because it's got a really nice weight to it. And the case itself, if I had to describe it in one word, rugged. It just feels like it's built to last. Like I said, you could chuck this at somebody and do some serious damage if you wanted to. Don't do that, that's not what these pedals are for. But I assure you that these things are built to stand anything from rigorous touring to sitting in your basement studio playing to your shelf of Flamingo plushies.
We love the Maxon OD808 Overdrive, don't we, fellas?
Hell yeah!
You have 3 knobs on this thing and that's all you need. So this is your drive or your gain, basically. The balance knob here is pretty important too because that's the volume of the pedal versus the volume of your bass sound. So the sound that you lay down just on the amp with no pedals engaged. It's very important to get that balance right, hence why it's called the balance knob. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, the most underrated, overlooked, underappreciated knob on any pedal that's got it, the tone knob. In fact, some people like to use the overdrive just for the tone knob itself, not really for the extra boost and gain that it gives you. I tend to use it that way sometimes, but with a pedal like this that does have a wide variety of sweep on the gain, so it's got a wide range of gain that you can get out of just adjusting the gain knob here, and the tone going from super dark to super, super bright and brittle. I mean, for something that's so simple, it's still so versatile. So what more can I say about the Maxon OD808 Overdrive pedal that hasn't already been said by the pedal itself? You've heard a couple snippets throughout this video of what this thing can do, and I think it's pretty clear that this little box of joy here is a box of joy. I mean, it's so simple, yet it's so versatile. You can get so much out of this little pedal with just these 3 knobs and the on-off button and a 9-volt battery or a 9-volt power supply, however you choose to power it. I gotta say, this is a must for any guitar player's pedal boards. Bar none, hands down, this is something that you need on your pedal board. Now, if you're watching this and you're new to either Maxon pedals or new to guitar or new to guitar effects or new to overdrive, whatever the case may be, I implore you, I beg you, check out a Maxon OD808 Overdrive or any of the other Maxon pedals that they offer. But specifically, if you're looking into getting your first pedal, something like that, definitely get an overdrive pedal and get this overdrive. And I think that about wraps it up. Like I said, I don't think that there's much more that I can say about it that hasn't been said already by the pedal itself. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. Please make sure you like, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube stuff. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me about your experience with Maxon pedals, if you own any, if you've played any, what you think about them, what you think about the video, all that kind of fun stuff. And also, if you got some of that sweet, sweet Christmas cash kicking around, hey, why don't you visit my Teespring or Redbubble store, pick up some sweet Electric Flamingo merch. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next one.